Stand-up comedian and actor, and he's on a real mission to bring arthritis to its knees. Matt Iseman left his career in medicine to pursue his passion for comedy, and then he found out that he had rheumatoid arthritis, and now he is helping others. Welcome, Matt.
Very nice to be here.
So you
I like that, a battle with arthritis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fighting it, right?
Yeah, totally.
So tell me about CreakyJoints. This is a website that you're involved with.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a place where people with arthritis can come, they can get support. But there's also some fun things going on there.
Absolutely.
Great bloggers.
Well, yeah, it's what's really nice, I think, is I know when I was diagnosed, one of the most difficult things was just getting information and finding out, answering all the questions, not just about stuff you might find in a textbook about rheumatoid arthritis, but the more practical stuff. What's it like living with RA? How is this going to impact you? And I think those are the real questions you want answered, because it's one thing to know I've got an autoimmune disease, but what does this mean going forward? What kind of life am I going to lead? And for me, it's nice to be able to be out there and to kind of be a role model to say, for a lot of people, it's intimidating when you get diagnosed with a disease for which there is no cure. So it's nice to be able to say, look, you can lead a normal life. There's hope. There are wonderful treatments out there. But the most important thing is get informed. And that's what CreakyJoints.org is all about.
And you were pretty young when you were diagnosed. So
30,
people
yeah.
think arthritis, they think older people. But
Right. That's what I thought, too.
People.
Absolutely. It can strike anyone. And it was typically it's with women. So I was also shocked to find out that as a young, healthy male, I had the disease. But that's one of the things you learn is diseases don't always read the textbook. They don't always do what they're supposed to do. So it's nice to be able to be aware and know kind of what you can expect.
So what were your symptoms and what should other people be looking at?
Well, it started out with pain. Rheumatoid arthritis is a disease where my body perceives its own tissue as a foreign attacker. So I started having swelling in the joints, the small joints in the hand and the feet. So I was having pain and stiffness. I was having fatigue. I went from being as physically fit as I'd ever been to not working out at all, sleeping about 12 hours a day. I gained 50 pounds in a year and a half and just had horrendous joint stiffness and pain. So those were the symptoms that I experienced. And in hindsight, it was pretty obvious what I had, but it was an insidious onset. So it took about a year and a half to figure it out.
And that's with your medical background.
Right.
You were a doctor.
Except what kind of doctor am I that it took me that long to figure it out? But it can be difficult when you're going through it. You rationalize things, you make excuses for it. And when you're sick, you're not always thinking clearly. So it's nice to be able to have resources and have people who can kind of give you another opinion. And
somehow you found the humor in this situation. How did that help you?
Well, you have no choice,
yeah.
I think, with it. For me, I was out here doing stand-up when the rheumatoid arthritis, when I had the onset. And for me, I realized that it was as low as I've ever felt in my entire life. And the one thing that kept me going was getting out and doing stand-up comedy. And so what I found with it is you can laugh about it or cry about it, so I choose to laugh about it. And it is kind of humorous when you look at some of this stuff. For instance, I went to a podiatrist who, his solution for the RA was he said I need to wear clogs. And if you're single, right, if you're single in LA and want to stay single,
for you, Matt?
wear clogs. It's not even Michael Flatley can pull those off. But so you find the funny in it and you just keep going.
All right. And what should people be doing? What should they be aware of when it comes to arthritis?
Well, I think to know that there are new treatments out there. And I'm on an infusion treatment, so I go in once every 2 months. I go in for a couple hours, get my treatment, and then I go about my life. So to know that there are treatment options out there, there are new drugs that are coming out almost every year. So there's hope out there. So it's get informed, I think, and CreakyJoints.org is a great place to start.
I was going to say, those are the kind of things that you spotlight on the website.
Absolutely.
All right, Matt, thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
All right, for more information about Matt Iseman and CreakyJoints, just go to our website, kcal9.com. We have a link there for you. Click Scene.